Renters impacted by the pandemic are getting help from the Hoosier state. Governor Eric Holcomb announced a new housing assistance program shortly after a group called for more action. It's also asking the state to address other issues, including health care and law enforcement accountability. Eyewitness News' Kayla Sullivan reports from our Indiana State House newsroom.
When is enough enough? We all must do our part, and that time starts now.
Hoosier Action wants Governor Eric Holcomb and Attorney General Curtis Hill to address three things. The first was housing. The state announced a $25 million rental assistance program that landlords have to agree to. Amy Lee is one of the people who could benefit.
Now, because I couldn't work due to COVID and because there's no assistance for renters, not only am I in a more financially precarious situation, I'm also quite behind on my degree.
Prosperity Indiana would like the state to do more for renters. Governor Holcomb announced he would extend the eviction moratorium through July, but Prosperity would like him to create a task force to address this ongoing issue.
This would be renters themselves, it would be landlords, it would be service providers, and those from the public health sector who see the connection between housing and public health in this pandemic.
Hoosier Action wants AG Hill to stop pursuing a lawsuit against the Affordable Care Act and explained why through personal stories.
If I didn't have the Medicare, Medicaid, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now.
But the idea of overturning the Affordable Care Act is supported by the country's highest office. President Donald Trump says it is to make room for something better.
Replace Obamacare with great health care at a lesser price and pre-existing conditions.
Lastly, Hoosier Action is calling on Indiana to enforce new policies to avoid more black people getting killed by police.
Do you know what it feels like to have to look over your shoulder and worry about will you live or die due to the color of your skin? Most black men and women have felt that ever since they were kids. When will this change?
From the Indiana State House newsroom, Kayla Sullivan, Eyewitness News.